You don't even realize the trends that you're following in your own. But Agatha truly could have come to me with an independent, $1 million budget film telling me that Carrie, Natasha, and I were preparing to be astronauts going to Mars in a room, and I probably would have done it. So it wasn't necessary that I had to explore different stages of the grieving process, but I also don't think I've ever been able to explore this kind of exploration of the time and space that Oz is speaking to. This way where you wake up one day and you have no idea if you've been sitting for 11 days with a body that's ready to pass or not. And I think the thing that was interesting for me was exploring the fact that even though this woman comes across as overly potentially emotional and unable to process what's going on at the beginning because it's also overwhelming, she actually has these skills, as performative as they may seem, with yoga and breathing and meditation, that she's really gripping onto to be able to process the time she's spending inside the room with her father, and all that's really off camera. But I do believe that that's what leads her to a different place than her siblings, who are kind of suppressing and trying to avoid. But I would have done that. I think anything else would have presented to me as a friend, and it's our third time collaborating together, and so I hope to do it.
I want to see the astronaut.
I'm pretty excited about it too. Just one room. It's a white room. It's padded.
Like yourself.
Would have presented to me as a thrilling it, because we wanted to be as true to what Aza had written, because it seemed like it was following such a pace and a.
They weren't there when I did that monologue. So we're looking forward to it. There they were. I said, Carrie Cohn, Lizzie Olsen, Asa Jacob. Gosh, let's do this.
These two women so much. Being you as a filmmaker, I knew what I was getting into. I was really afraid of not being good enough for the film because of these constraints you're speaking about, and that you didn't have a lot of cracks at it.
It's a crazy thing. I was so scared for the same.
I know, it's so weird. Well, that's why that's why we all wanted to do it. But and every day, like you say, the bar gets raised because, Natasha is someone who cannot stand if she feels any level of bullshit. I know it's, you feel like it's a lot of, you're doing your interviews and it's a lot of fun, but you are relentlessly in pursuit of the truth when you're doing it. And Lizzie, I always feel like can't really help it. It's just like, well, that was truthful. I couldn't have done that monologue like that at all. I found your character kind of really elusive when I read it, and I was really grateful that I was Katie and not Christina. So it's the bar gets raised every day, and it was just, your integrity really set the tone for that. And the crew did sign on for it, and everybody felt like it was.
My mother's womb, I shot. And there they were. I said, Carrie Cohn, Lizzie Olsen, Asa Jacob. Gosh, let's do this. Yes, I have a mind that unfortunately cannot recall with sufficient force what that day was like, but I do remember it going well, and I think Tamara Jenkins, she wrote and directed Sons of Beverly Hills. She's a friend of ours, and she also wrote and directed The Savages, which is, they're very personal movies. I got to play her as I don't know what that was, 15-year-old kid. Anyway, it was a long time ago. I'm 22 now. And for anyone at casting who wants to write something for me. But she told me about making The Savages, which was really about putting her father in a old age home with Phil Seymour Hoffman and Laura Linney, that it's like they were so, when Carrie's talking about this thing of television.
They weren't there when I did that monologue.
So we're looking forward to it.
Elizabeth Olsen and Natasha Leon.
Elizabeth, please! Elizabeth, please! Come on! Sign for your fans!
Elizabeth!
What the fuck are you doing? Bring this bitch out of here! Bring it on! Stop it!
Before you watch the 2-episode premiere of Agatha All Along, let's rewind WandaVision.
Hello, Westview!
That's actually the rest of your costume.
Care to dance, darling?
It's been fun playing pretend for a while, hasn't it, Wanda?
You didn't think you were the only magical girl in town, did you? The name's Agatha Harkness. Lovely to meet you, dear.
Surrender your magic to someone who knows what to do with it.
I can't do that.
You just gonna lock me up somewhere?
Not somewhere. You live here. Now.
Okie dokie, artichoke.
Is this really how you see yourself?
She took every bit of power I had. Claw your way out. I can be that witch again. I'm assembling a coven. We're gonna walk the road.
What witch in her right mind would join Agatha Harkness's coven?
Not looking for right-minded witches, as it happens.
All of you guys were rocking out in episode 4 when you guys are doing that awesome The Witch's Ballad, but you're rocking out. I love how the teen is in that. Talk to me about that scene, Joe.
I mean, I was terrified of that scene because I had to play the guitar and I didn't know it. So I was faking it till I make it. I think we had fun that day. It was a fun day.
We were a rock band.
All those days.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, we were rockers.
To us. Yeah, I mean, Joe is so lovely to work with. Like, he's just a decent human being, and he's hardworking and professional and, you know, pleasant and all the things that you want. And then on top of that, he is intensely gifted. And he also just, you know, like riding the wave of Heartstopper and his enormous popularity, he handles everything with such grace. And I find him very inspiring, that he just is so self-possessed. And he's fantastic in the show.
Before you watch the 2-episode premiere of Agatha All Along, let's rewind WandaVision.
Hello, Westview!
That's actually the rest of your costume.
Care to dance, darling?
It's been fun playing pretend for a while, hasn't it, Wanda?
You didn't think you were the only magical girl in town, did you? The name's Agatha Harkness. Lovely to meet you, dear.
Surrender your magic to someone who knows what to do with it.
I can't do that.
You just gonna lock me up somewhere?
Not somewhere. You live here. Now.
Okie dokie, artichoke.
Is this really how you see yourself?
She took every bit of power I had. Claw your way out. I can be that witch again. I'm assembling a coven. We're gonna walk the road.
What witch in her right mind would join Agatha Harkness's coven?
Not looking for right-minded witches, as it happens.